Just about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it. We'll find out early on what the plan is. We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. Lavonte David doing his work on defense. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And he's in! Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Colts. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Third, they need 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So, on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. Returnable from the 17. And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. The Colts offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So, try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Jones operating out of the pistol. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. Still on his feet. And he will score. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very 1st quarter of play. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Trader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They go play action with Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead.
Good. What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Otten. That's caught! And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Baker to throw. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
From the
2nd and
48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Mayfield. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. The second-year man from UCLA, Leatu Latu. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Sick. 180. Done.
Now Mayfield. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. That'll bring this to about the 25. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Take off.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. Jonathan Taylor to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Colts will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
Good. 180.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. Not much happening there, just a short game.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing is Baker. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Good. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Jones. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On play action, it's Jones. And he's taken down up past the 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Jones. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he will go all the way. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Schrader now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Mayfield to throw. Oh, a loose football. The Colts have come away with the football. free and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Colts offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Trader now on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Good.
Throwing is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
180.
To throw is Mayfield. Looking downfield for Otten. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Good. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. He's going to try it here again. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mayfield. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
180. What's that?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Good. Motion. 180. Good.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Second down and 8. He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it was 2 different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Buccaneers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All of them are phone.
Dead.
Play.
180.
Does this have to happen?
Done.
They send Godwin in motion. On second down, Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 18.
Good sec. Watch out.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
But this turns out to be a solid turn. They finally get him to the ground.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Colts offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll run here with Taylor. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check up.
Now it's Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
The Raider now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead.
42. Buccaneers 3. Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Kings!
Kill!
180!
Kill! Turn up!
What's up?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's Evans. He's got it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans.
Set.
1st and
What's up?
10.
It's Otten in motion.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Colts have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. He forced the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Schrader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts stretch things out even further.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Set. 180! What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Baker to throw. Ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
That is brought in. And he will score. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going.
Here we go, here we go.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60.
They'll run a draw now with Taylor. And he will score again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Schrader now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts will add one more onto their big lead.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Set. 180.
Now Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The ball comes out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Ready. Check out.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. He'll reach forward for maybe a yard. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. From From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Give up the middle to Taylor. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like you're
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Trader now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now Mayfield looking downfield for Otten. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st down.
It's Otten in motion.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
50-yard attempt.
And they blocked the kick.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's two ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down, they need 3. Here's Taylor. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Finds an alley to the 35. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. On the handoff, it's Taylor. Finding space at the 15. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Indy. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. The Raider now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Colts are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. They sent Godwin in motion. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.